Hey everybody, Hans Hernke here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a special friend, a special guest, Janelle Cruz. She does Pilates. She's a Pilates instructor.
I am.
Thank you so much for joining me today in your beautiful place.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So, how did you get involved with Pilates and what made you want to teach people?
Well, I've always been a teacher first because I started dance competitions and teaching through there growing up when I was 16. And then as a dancer, of course, we go through injuries and things happen. And so I had pulled out my back, and Pilates was suggested by a friend, and she was very adamant about it. So I tried it out and been doing it ever since. I figured, why not be a teacher, because that's what I do, and I really love doing Pilates, so I'm like, we're not making it a profession as well, on top of my dance career. So
That's awesome. And you've also done commercial acting too.
I have.
In the past. How many commercials, or
Well,
what's a memorable one you did?
Well, I did my very first job ever, right? This is like one that I'll always remember. So I went out in January, you know how like you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it this year, and went into this audition for Hernke. And it was like more of a print job, but it still was a lot of movement and things like that. Yeah, and I saw so many actors in there, serious people, and I was just myself. And I go in there to just be myself. And then that was it. I got the job. Got called back. I got my very first gig was a Nokia.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's sometimes how it goes. Just like you go in there and you be yourself, and all of a sudden it's like you're the one. You know,
right.
You're the one that they wanted, and all the other ones are trying way too hard.
Yeah, I was just like, this is the year. I'm just gonna not worry about it, not stress myself out, because you know, in auditions we can kind of overthink things, or just kind of like, you know, just go in there and freak out. So instead of that, I was like ready to just be myself. Like if they liked me, they liked me. If they didn't, you know, okay, and there's another job out there, you know.
Are there any commercials that are on TV that you've done at all, or is it more than just been print stuff?
More print stuff. There's some content in terms of dance out there, like some parodies I've done, like comedy stuff. There's some music videos that I've been a part of. Simple Plan was part of that. There's just different ones, like more dance related. Cool.
And when you teach Pilates, do you go to clients sometimes, or do they just come to a studio that you would meet them at?
Okay. Well, I work at 3 different studios because I like to learn a lot from different people, and especially from business people. So I work at 3 different Pilates studios. You know, this is not the normal thing. Most people like choose one. But I can learn so much from different ways of business from all of them. So I have that. People come there for privates with me at each studio. And then I also accept privates on my own, and I have my own Pilates reformer here at my house. And I do privates here, as well as renting in Studio City, which is kind of a more neutral place for most people that are in the industry. You know, most people live in North Hollywood or West Hollywood, and like Studio City is kind of that nice medium.
Yeah.
And that's where I hold privates for clients that I just meet that I don't want at my house.
There you go.
You gotta be safe.
That's right. How do you market yourself as a Pilates teacher? What ways do you get yourself out there?
Well, it's funny because I do have my Instagram, which is Janelle Cruz Pilates, at Janelle Cruz Pilates. You can find me on there. I have my website, which is janellecruzpilates.com. And I do have some content I'm working on for YouTube and things like that. Doing things like this with you. I did one a live feed with my friend Jasmine, and I was teaching her a reformer class live, and everybody was
Was
watching.
it Facebook Live? Instagram Live?
No, it's none of that. It was like on
Okay.
YouTube or some channel,
Okay.
live channel. Forget the name. Sorry, Jasmine. But it was a live channel, and so she gets a lot of Asian or international clientele that tune in. So that was kind of nice to have that audience, to kind of see Pilates and what I do and how she does it. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Have you thought about using like Groupon and things like that to get more people to come in?
Yes, I have. I haven't dabbled in that yet because I just kind of meet people. I go to meetups or just in the industry alone. You meet a lot of people like when you go out to events and things like that, and then I give them my business card or give them my number, and that's kind of how things happen. Or doing a trade. So if I see, like my friend, she's a life coach, and so I was like, oh, let's trade, businesses. So I would trade for Pilates. She would trade me some life coaching. So that's one option. Or I can do a deal because I know you're part of the industry, and I always do deals for that.
That's so good. So going into your clients, do you have any, you don't have to like mention any names or anything, but do you have a memorable moment of somebody trying it out for the first time? Like, you might see me try it out for the first time soon. I'm going to video that because it's going to be hysterical because I'm so out of shape. Even though I go to the gym once in a while. But, like any funny moments that happen in any of your classes?
Funny moments.
Or something memorable.
Something memorable.
Yeah.
A client that I was just telling you about. He was a drummer. His name's Dan. And I told him, like, okay, this year I'm going to be a drummer because this is an instrument I've always wanted to play. And so I started a class last month. I just took one. And then now when I teach him my privates with him, when we're on a break or something, he just is like drumming along, and it's like, so that's funny. But in terms of like him doing it, he's like, like people who breathe and just like, they're like, like that's the funny part because they're like really feeling it, because now they're really connecting. But most people I find have a hard time with breathing. So breathing is very important, mind-body connection. So I think that would be the funniest thing, like just really connecting with people, and they're realizing, oh my God, I'm holding my breath. Yeah, so if you're going through life tensed up here, anywhere in your body, it's probably because you're not breathing. So breathing's very important. So meditation practice is always good. Yoga and Pilates, these are all things that I really aspire to push on to my clients to take, because they're very important for life.
Absolutely. Now I look forward to trying it out with you someday, because I've never.
You would be great. You'd be great.
I've never done it before, and I know like Lisa is very excited to do it too. So I think she's done it before, but she's like, I'm gonna laugh my ass off watching you try to do it.
And what's funny is that now in all the movies, it's like I laugh because they always make a reference to Pilates, and they like record it or snap it, because it's just so funny. They're like, oh, I'm going to my Pilates class. And there's always some kind of reference to Pilates now, because it's a thing.
Do you have any goals or aspirations you want to reach this year with what you're doing at all, or anything coming up?
I do. I really want to have a retreat at some point, a Pilates retreat, working with and collaborating with other like-minded people, wellness people, nutritionists, yoga people, and kind of just bringing everyone together to kind of like, again, reconnecting to themselves and their breath, and really getting down deep into like what is going on, like any pains that they're going through, because Pilates is that it helps with your pain in your back and any kind of area of your body, so it does help. So a retreat is kind of that thing that I want to create.
Is there an ideal spot in your mind that you would want to hold the retreat at? Any destination?
I'm from Guam, so I haven't seen anything in Guam right now, and Guam is such a beautiful place. Yeah, it's a U.S. territory. There's lots of military there, snakes, whatever you've heard. But honestly, the beaches are beautiful. The food is amazing. And it's just a beautiful place. And you can do so much, even though it's just like 37 miles of just an island. I feel like tourism is such a big influence in Guam, you know, much like Hawaii.
Yeah.
There's lots of beautiful fish and scuba diving and things to do. So I feel like that would be a great place to have it.
Absolutely. Being off the grid for a week or two doesn't hurt at all.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
That's the Northwoods for me, is being off the grid and just enjoying the outdoors and taking it all in.
Yeah. And yes, it's humid, it's hot, you will sweat. But again, just the activities that you can do, and then the people you can meet, the food and everything, and just you will have a good time.
Right on. Is there any advice that you want to give to people that are exploring, that want to teach Pilates or are curious about it? Any advice or words of encouragement you'd like to give to them?
I would say if you've been doing Pilates and you're like a practitioner of it and you really love it, and then you really want to up your game and want to do more, I would say try it out and be a Pilates teacher or train in Pilates. Find a teacher. There's so many different fusion of things that are happening now with Pilates. But my suggestion is go back to the foundations, the roots of that. PSC is where I trained, Pilates Studio City. Teacher's name is Laura. She's amazing. And then you get a full comprehensive education there. So, yeah. And it is expensive at first, I know. But just like anything, yoga, it's an investment. You know, you gotta invest in your craft. Same with anything. Acting, dancing, we all invest in our craft here as entertainers, as leaders, you know.
Absolutely. Janelle, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For taking some time out to do the interview in your beautiful home.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. Cool. Make sure to support Janelle. The links to her stuff will be down below in the description. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification button. Till next time, we'll see you on the next one. More interviews, more content coming up. Thank you so much again.